everyone, before we get into the haul part of the video, I just wanted to mention that now is a great time to join the Joy Art Club, my monthly membership. It's only €9 a month, and then you get 10% off everything else that I offer, including the Floral Playground, which is my super fun floral course. We're doing another live run. I opened these, the last time I opened it when I launched the course was in July 2025, and I don't know if I will open it again this year. The live run is super fun. We do daily challenges, weekly themes. We're there in the community. People paint a lot, which is amazing. You get 10% off the course if you join. Now, this course won't disappear because it's amazing and I will keep doing live runs, but every time the price goes up, I add fun new content or new bonuses. So if you want to join now. Isn't it nice when you ask things from the universe and you get them? So I was just editing the video and I was really wishing that I could also show you what I ordered because I'm very excited. So let me show you what I got. It's very, very exciting. It's my go-to. This package is mostly paper. Let's start with this. I got a couple of colors. Oh, this is tiny. It's a baby acrylic tube. I'm on the hunt for a couple of like really good staples for a red, but I like my reds warm, and a good magenta. I don't know, I'm having a little bit of identity crisis with my use of neons and fluorescent colors in acrylic. So I'm trying to create a good palette, but I need the right pinks and reds. Let's get everything out. Okay, this was on discount and I just really wanted to try it, and I thought, okay, maybe it'll be fun to try like a really big, see what I can do. This is what it says. So this is new to me, and the acrylics are new to me, but the other things are what I was talking about. The annoying thing about this is that the cover is just black and boring, but I could paint it. I think what I was trying to figure out, I love, love, love all of the sketch papers that this company offers under its like house brand. Now, I doubt they make the paper themselves, but I really, really love it. And I was hoping that maybe these sketchbooks, so this is the number 2. I think I've talked about it in a different video. The number 1 is like really thin, almost like newspaper paper, and it has like a very, like an ivory color. The number 2 is great. And then the number 5 is very similar to number 2, just heavier weight, also great. So I was mostly curious about the paper and first impressions. Really pleased with this, and also I'll try to put the price on the screen. I don't know how easy it is to find these like outside of Europe, but the price for such a huge sketchbook, this is A3 and it looks really nice. Like the spine is stitched. Wow, it's really nice. I'm very pleased with the quality of it. So that's that. I'll have to try that. This is one of the exciting things. I grabbed a few more colors from the NeoArt. Oh no, one broke. That's fine, because I'm breaking them anyway. So I got a few more colors and I will swatch them for you with the ones that I have to show you what I think. A few, like I'm not a fan of all the colors, so maybe it helps you. I didn't want to just buy the set, and then I couldn't resist getting a few more of the new drawing Derwent pencils. Couldn't resist because I love them so much. The new colors are like totally my jam. The original ones, I love the formula, the original 24 colors, but the colors are really very muted for my liking. I know a lot of people love that, but for me it's too muted. Oh, this is also exciting. I ordered, wow, they really like stuffed them in here. Aw, look how pretty. Look how pretty. What a pretty color story. And I will show you all of them and also see if I have something similar in my pencil collection, my very expansive, my very big pencil collection. So I'm excited about that. And then I couldn't resist, boom. And I bought, wow, this is interesting. And I bought 2 more watercolor sticks. Hansa Yellow Medium, because I don't have like a really nice yellow. These are the colors that I have. These are like really expensive in the European Union. So I'll probably wait till I can buy them in the US because it's like a really significant price difference. And I bought lavender. Like, I love lavender. It's one of my favorite colors from Daniel Smith, and I really love the Daniel Smith version. And I wanted also to have it in this version. Now let me swatch all of these for you. Okay, one of the reasons that I really like swatching and showing you the colors is that I hope it will help you make better decisions, figure out which colors you really want. Now I want to say like a couple of things on the colors that I'm seeing here. So for example, the brown ochre and the burnt ochre, they seem very similar to the ochre and this color, Herculanum red or whatever this is. I think this one is the ochre. Next to brown ochre, it's like a very, very small difference. This one is a little bit browner. This one, next to the burnt ochre, it's very, very similar. So redundant, I would say. Like, you definitely don't need both. I guess on the computer screen, they looked different enough to me, but I mean, come on. This is really similar. And then what I want to say about the cornelian, the orange, I'm not sure. There are a couple of colors here that I'm not sure about them, the orange and the manganese violet, because I don't really like them as they are, although the manganese violet is growing on me. But I do use these more for, well, I also use them like in the studio, but I hope to use them outside of the house, outside of my studio. And sometimes I do want to like capture things as they are and not necessarily through my lens of color preferences. And so it's nice to have real colors that I might want to use. What I have been doing with pastels, for example, I didn't really have an orange or I didn't have green, so you could definitely just like layer these, and I just layered them. It was either like pencils or with pastels. So if I wanted an orange, I could also get an orange, obviously, from like a red and a yellow. The cornelian and russet, they're just a slightly more intense version of saffron and terracotta. I actually think the saffron and terracotta are really attractive earthy tones. Really surprised at myself. These I actually also like, and I think they will be fun to use, but it's, again, it's like a very, it's just like here, there's like a little bit more intensity. And then with this one, here's the saffron. Okay, this one the difference is a little bit more noticeable. This one is more orangey and a little bit darker, but okay, I'll put it next to the orange. You can see, right? It's like, it so annoys me when brands do this. It really annoys me. I think my dream career would be a color range like audit, like the person that does audits, and I will tell them, no, do another shade. These are too close together. I can't tell you how it annoys me. It really annoys me. Scarlet, carmine, these are like nice. I can see the logic of it. They are like a little bit similar, but I feel like it's differences that a lot of us artists will be okay with and familiar with, like scarlet versus carmine. Some of us really prefer, you know, our reds more primary, and others prefer a more like alizarin crimson type of color. So I'm on board with that. The Perlane brown is beautiful. Don't know how brown it is, but it's more like a maroon, I would say. It's really pretty. It's a pretty color. The violet pink to me is a bit disappointing. I feel like I will have the same feelings that I have towards violet gray and the olive brown, that they're just a little bit too grayish for me. The manganese violet is growing on me. Then we have night blue. This is kind of like gives me Prussian blue vibes. I think it's a good addition to the color range that I had. I mostly bought the more reddish blues, but I'm enjoying more and more using different kind of blues, so I wanted to add a few. So night blue, then we have ice blue, which is really like a turquoise cyan color. It's great, I like it. Then chrysocolla blue, I think this will be just handy to have, you know, for skies or something like this. It's a good color, it makes sense. I don't know that I'm in love with it, but I will have to use these and then decide. And then we move on to the greens. So we have dark English green. This is giving me like phthalo green vibes. It's okay. The cobalt green, it's okay. I don't know, I'm not loving it. Moss green is my favorite. I made a mistake here and I put the spring green, so let me try to give you, this is definitely like, this is the green that I needed, I feel, for the colors that I had. Very happy with that. Spring green, I think it'll be fun to use when I'm playing with these, and I can also like layer it with the yellows and play with it. I probably shouldn't do that on my swatches. Okay, that's stupid. And then we have some darks. The raw umber, I probably didn't need to get it, although I can see how it would be useful with like doing hair, because I don't always want to change all the colors of the things that I see, but it's definitely not my kind of color. And then these two I really, really love. They're great darks. We have dark phthalo green and sepia. The sepia, it's great. And the dark phthalo green is also really, really lovely. It's like, oh, it's broken. It's dark and I really like it. And these join another favorite of mine, which is dark indigo. So I really love having these darks that are not gray or like brown. Let's talk about these other colors that I got from Derwent Drawing. Now this is probably my favorite formulation of a pencil, and I swatched the new colors and they feel just as wonderful as always. Now let me tell you a few things that I think. So the new colors that I got are Arctic, which is, I think I'm going to love this color. It kind of depends what it's next to, but I think it's like a super, super light blue. You can't really see it on like this paper, but I think it's gonna be so pretty on top of dark paint. So I think I will have a lot of fun with that. So sometimes it looks gray to me, and then other times it looks blue. Here it is next to my blues. The closest one that I have is Cloud Blue, but it's not that close from Prismacolor. Then we have Taupe. I love Taupe. There was actually another color that looked very similar, but I think I didn't get it. I don't have anything like this. The closest I think that I have is the French Gray 50% from Prismacolor, and it's not that close. So then we have Bistre, which is this color. It's kind of like a flesh tone. Then we have Champagne, which is just like a very soft Naples yellow. It actually looks quite similar to their wheat color, which is great, but that's quite similar. This one is maybe a little bit more yellow. I'm showing you so you can make informed decisions, because I don't want you to buy duplicate of pencils. Need them. Yeah, it's pretty close to wheat. I didn't notice that when I swatched it. Then we have sunflower. There's nothing like this in the Derwent Drawing world. And I think it'll be a good, I'm really out of my favorite yellow pencil. It's just a bit more orangey. That's where I'm at, and I don't have these right now available to buy. So this is a Prisma 917. I don't know the name of the color. It's more orangey than the sunflower, but I think the sunflower will do very well. Here it is next to gold. Gold is gorgeous. And next to fresh green. Then we have this color, ash blue. It's really lovely. I think it's a great color. My one critique is that it is quite similar to their gorgeous smoke blue, which I think I lost this pencil somewhere, but it's quite similar. So if you have smoke blue, I don't know that you need this. It's maybe like a tad, can't even say a tad what, maybe a tad more grayish or slightly leans more green, but they're very, very similar. This one, grape, this one is like an intense grape color. I like it. It's really lovely. It's intense, like I like. I did find, oh, there I see now another one. Less, but I have a color that is very close to this, which is black grape from Prisma. So if you have all of the colors for the Prisma colors, then this one is very, very similar to that. Then we have slate violet. It's this color here. Here you are, and then next to soft violet. Soft violet is so gorgeous. Slate violet is a little bit more grayish. I think it'll be a fun color. Let me look. No, I don't think I have. Oh, I do have from Prismacolor. The lavender grade is quite similar. So again, if you have the full set of Prismacolors, then you will have something very similar to slate violet. Light rust. Where are you? Where did I put you? Light rust. Yeah, that's kind of like a, it's one of those colors that I like, that I find, I can't really describe it. I guess it's sort of like a peach, salmon type of color. They don't really have something like this in their range, and I find these colors to be very useful. So that's that. Then we have burnt rose. Yes, I have something to say about burnt rose here. And it is very, very similar to actually two colors that Derwent already have. One is from the original 24 Ruby Earth. It's here. You can see it's just like, let me zoom you in. It's like the burnt rose is a little bit more pinkish, I would say, but very, very similar. And then it's also pretty close to Rioja from this release. So to me, a little bit like, it's a great color, but I don't know that I need like all three of these. I would definitely not take all three of them in one pencil case. Ash rose. Did I talk about ash rose? No, I didn't. Ash rose, I feel like the pencil top is deceiving because it's a lot more purple than the color. It's like a pretty soft pink. I like it. I feel like it's a little bit similar to Dusky Pink. Dusky? Yeah, Dusky Pink, again, from Derwent. I really don't understand. Why is it so hard to make colors that are not so similar? Then we have Rainforest, which is this really like cool green. It's nice. I don't know that it's like my favorite kind of green. I do feel like they could add a couple more earthy mid-tone to deep greens here. That's all I'm saying. And let me look if I saw something similar from the colors that I have. Rainforest, not really. The closest one is Peacock Green, which is a color that I love from Prismacolors, but it's not the same. Peacock Green is more like vibrant, more leaning teal. Now this one is great. This is Forest, and you can see it's like a super, super deep. I feel like it's a really dark green. I feel like there's a green undertone there. There it is here, but yeah, it's like super dark. I love these. These are like such a great color. Love it. So that is Forest. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you in the DrawArt Club and or Floral Playground. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye bye.